Good morning and welcome to the Creuse. You might be thinking, the Creuse? Where on earth is the Creuse? It's in south central France. It's a beautiful area of France. It's actually a very rural area of France, and it's not a place that people really visit. I don't know why, because there's actually, when you start researching it like I've been doing the last few days, there is actually quite a lot to do here. Right now I'm in Indre, the department of Indre, but just over there behind the camera is actually Creuse. I'm going to be going through Creuse today, and I'm going to be showing you what's here. There is actually quite a lot to do, so come along for the ride, see what's here, and let's discover the Creuse. This is why I've come here to this most northerly point of the Creuse. As I said, I'm stood in Indre, and over there that's Creuse, the ruins of Creuse, this castle here. This is the river Creuse that's coming in here. This is another river that's going up there. I don't remember the name of it, but as you can see, it's not the best weather today. And because it's not the best weather, you might be thinking, well, you don't really do this type of weather. Well, I do when I've got some waterfalls and things to find like this in forests. So yep, I've found a few things that probably not a lot of people know about, and I'm going to be showing you them today to show you that there is actually a lot to do in the Creuse. It's been a bit of a trying morning, well actually very trying. So for example, after I was in Creuse, what I did is I drove to an abbey, and I thought, okay, it's raining, I can do something here. The abbey was closed. There were no opening hours on it, nothing at all. Very frustrating. So I thought, do you know what? I'm actually going to come down to a waterfall that I'd found on some research the other day. And I found it. As you can hear, beautiful waterfall. It's actually really hard, I find, to find things like this here in France. Maybe if you go in the mountains, but certainly in central France, it's not as evident as it is, for example, in the United Kingdom. If you go to the Peak District or Dartmoor, places like this, very reminiscent, this place, of somewhere like the Peak District or Dartmoor, just the stones, the geology, or the moss here, it's just beautiful. So I struggled a bit actually to get a shot of this waterfall. I think I've got something. I've turned my camera into portrait mode though, instead of trying to do it landscape, because it's a cascade, it's basically just coming straight down. So I'll turn it around and you can see what it is I'm talking about. This is what's caught my eye here, so you can see why I've gone vertical, because you've got this long line basically just coming down here like this. I did try it in landscape and thought, let's go into it, and it didn't really work. Maybe if I could get down onto these rocks just here and get in there, maybe, but I don't have my wellies, I don't want to go too far in, but I've managed to get somewhere that's central. I'll just turn back on the live view again of my camera there. So what I do like is you've got this line coming down here, and there's a rock here that's splitting the water. What is a little frustrating, and yes, it's being pedantic, is actually just off to the edge of the rock here there's not enough water coming down. So it looks a little awkward, but hey, you know what? I don't mind. It's said, trying to find stuff like this where I live, it just is not happening. So there's an exposure there. I'm on f16 to get quite a lot of depth of field, and I've got an exposure of 5 seconds. Now normally I wouldn't do it so long, but actually with the amount of water that's coming down there, the amount of rain we've had, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go down actually the river and see if there's anything else, see if there's any more cascades like this. But yes, beautiful here, absolutely beautiful. Some of the autumn colour that's coming out as well elsewhere, and some of the woodland looks really nice. So maybe my plans will actually change for the day, I'll see. But in any case, yeah, beautiful, beautiful waterfall here in the Creuse. It's been a difficult day. It's been quite relentless with the rain, and I kind of knew it probably would be looking at the weather forecast, but I thought, you know what, I just want to go out anyway. I just want to get out, I want to discover, I want to find new things. I found something that's actually very hard to find, It's not marked on any map that I can see, and I had found it actually before I came down here, but to get here you have to speak French. If you don't speak French, you're not going to be able to come here. Why? I'm sat on private property. So this is the beauty of being able to speak another language. I've been doing a lot of presentations of my work lately and saying to them, you know, if you go to another country, at least learn hello, goodbye, please, thank you. Actually, the guy I spoke to, he recognised that I was English. He maybe spoke a little bit of English. However, I don't know what the extent of his English, but it doesn't matter. The fact is, I've asked, I have permission to be where I am, and I'm getting something, which is quite nice. Although, being picky, as always, it looks as though where the water is coming out of underneath this beautiful old bridge here, that they've closed off a couple of the arches there where the water's just going to flow through. So, hey, you know, what can you do? But I mean, actually, with all the rain that's been going on, there's a lot of water coming through there. But yeah, just take a look at what I've got. It's quite nice. Can I tell you where it is? No, because it's on private property, and I don't want people annoyed. I'm lucky because I speak the language that I can get here, but I think saying to people, look, here's the GPS coordinates, is not going to be a good idea. If you want to come here, do your research, learn to speak French, maybe you'll get the shot, maybe not. You can see now why I've come here. This old bridge, all this water coming down here, and I'm getting the shot I'm after. Not ideally what I wanted is just two of them, but what I actually would prefer, I've seen pictures whereby this one and this one here, there's water coming out, which would have made it really spectacular, and certainly at the moment with all the water that's coming over there. But hey, you know, that's just being picky. You might be able to see a tiny bit of blue in the sky up there. I guess it's more burnout from the GoPro, but I notice as though at the end of the day, when I get back up to Creuse, that I might actually get a shot that I've been after for a long time. In any case, let's enjoy this beautiful and serene cascade of water. So after that secret location, which may have had the audio messed up or not, I don't know yet. I've just discovered that my audio recorder has a little bit of a problem, so apologies if this vlog up until now has had some audio problems. I'm stood in front of a beautiful castle, and it's a little bit top heavy light, but I don't mind that in some respects, just because of the trees that are in front of the castle itself. So I've got a couple of shots, and at the moment I'm just looking straight towards the castle at a bit of an angle, and I'm just looking at it and think it's beautiful. It just looks really nice. Very, very fairy tale looking castle there. And I found it doing a little bit of research. It's a bit top heavy light, but there's the stormy clouds that are behind the castle, sort of with the light in front of it, give it a really nice kind of juxtaposition of different things. There's that dark sky against the bright foreground. It looks really nice. It looks really, really nice. It looks really nice, and I'm starting to get a lot happier with the day, seeing that the cloud is burning off. Hopefully I can get my shot in Creuse later on. I hope. Please. I hope. We'll see. We'll see. I'm on my way back to Creuse, and I've stopped off at a small place that I found, a small chapel that I found when I was doing my research of the area, and I've managed to get here just the right time of day really. The sun is beaming onto the chapel, but the chapel isn't the main only subject actually. It's not the main subject, not the only reason why I've come here. Let me show you why. I think you'll like what it is that's right next to the chapel. It's something special. Well, if you love trees, I don't think you can get any better than that tree there. It is beautiful, isn't it? Who knows how old that tree is. It is stunning. So because of the angle I'm at, actually, and the sun is that way, what's nice is I don't have to try and use any grads or stuff like that, and the light is soft enough that I can actually probably pick out quite a lot of detail. I've got an exposure, it's looking good, but what a tree, just beautiful. Isn't Mother Nature beautiful? Absolutely fantastic. Definitely worth the detour to get here. Let's move on. Well, I made it back to Creuse, and you can see I'm out of breath. I'm frustrated because by maybe 10 minutes I've missed the sun illuminating, giving me really nice side lighting across the old castle there. Really frustrating, really annoyed. I can't do anything apart from say I'm going to come back. I think in a couple of weeks' time, all of the trees that are down there, that are on the edge of the Creuse, the river Creuse, I think they will have turned a really nice golden colour. I can see there's some colour there. So maybe in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to make a note of when exactly I have to be here. What's the problem, basically? Although it's not sunset quite yet, over there is a ridge, and so the sun has gone behind that ridge. Now the only thing at the moment that is quite nice, although I would prefer it with side lighting, is that there's some nice cloud up in the sky. There's some nice storm cloud up there with blue sky mixed in as well. So hey, you know, you try and plan and it doesn't quite go as you want it to. It's been a tough day really, because you know, with the relentless rain, even in woodland it was just not really possible at times. And yeah, frustrated. Maybe I'm going to just send my drone up just for fun, just to get another different view on this place. But yeah, there you go. But I'll flick up the shot and then you can see what it is that I didn't get. And yes, I'm picky because I want things to be right. I want things to look really nice. I don't want it half-baked. I want everything to be as good as it can. It's why I'm very, very particular with my photography. Damn. So I hope you've enjoyed what little I got of the Creuse. I wanted to get a lot more today, to be honest. So am I going to come back? As I said, yeah, I think I'm going to come back. So hey, you know what? Until then, take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next vlog. I don't know what it's going to be. It might be a review that I've had in the can that I haven't put out yet of a device called Unleashed for doing time lapse, by a company called Fullography, who very kindly sent me an Unleashed to test, and it's been excellent. So yeah, it might be that, I don't know, it depends on the weather. The last time that I looked at the weather, last night and this morning for Tuesday, when I can go out, it just wasn't looking very good at all. So what's it going to do? I don't know. Well, I'll check over the course of the next few hours and into tomorrow. If I can go somewhere, I will, and then if I can't, then, well, you're going to get the review of the Unleashed. In any case, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again on the next one soon. If you haven't subscribed, if you do like this, don't forget to click down there, click up there on the notification bell to get notification of when I upload new stuff, which is twice a week at the moment, hopefully continuing for the next 6 months or so like that. So until the next one, stay safe and make sure you check photo pills, dummy. See you next time. Take it easy. Bye.